This is Epic Brewing Company in Salt Lake City, Utah, and today I am going to take you through their brewing process. First step is milling the grains. This process cracks the shells of the grains and exposes the starch, which is essential for the brewing process. The milled grain is then sent over to the brewing deck. The grain starts in the mash kettle, where it is mixed with hot water to begin converting the starch into sugars. From there, the mixture is sent to the lauter tun. The sugar water, or wort, is then filtered through the grain several times in order to extract the maximum amount of sugars. After the wort is filtered, it is then sent over to the wort kettle. The temperature is then brought up to 203 degrees and the wort begins to boil. This is when the hops are added to add bitterness and flavor. The wort-hop combo is then left to boil for an hour. During this time, the brewer cleans out the lauter tun. This typically takes 3 to 4 barrels to collect all of the spent grain. The spent grain is set aside before being shipped out as cattle feed. When the boil is complete, the mixture is pumped to the whirlpool tank. The whirlpool spins the mixture and uses centrifugal force to filter out the hops and other particulates. This machine cools down the liquid before pumping it through these pipes to the fermentation tank. Then the yeast is added to begin the fermentation process. Fermentation time ranges from 1 to 4 weeks. During that period, the beer is dry hopped to add aroma. When fermentation is complete, the beer is pumped over to a bright tank. The bright tank is where all the finishing touches are made to the beer. The bright tank is then connected to the bottling line. This machine labels blank bottles. The labeled bottles are then racked and queued for the bottling machine. Directly after the bottle is filled, it is capped. A worker then checks the beers for any defects before packaging them. The case is then taped shut and added to a pallet. The pallet is then sealed and ready to be shipped.